The convention I will be talking about in this video is Kodachicon. I want to be clear that I'm not encouraging anyone to send hate or harass the convention, its staff, or anyone involved. I'm sharing my personal experience because I think it's important to talk about what happened and why I disagree with how it was handled. My hope is that this feedback can be heard and that situations like this can be handled better in the future. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This isn't a regular video, as you can see. This is not gonna be me playing games or having fun. This is gonna be me talking about a situation, about a convention I went to, and I got kicked out. And I got kicked out in a way that really upset me, and that was really unfair for my point of view by the convention, how they managed it, and I really want to talk about it. And yeah, this is my voice being heard, I hope. I don't really know. This video is a personal recollection and perspective of what happened that day. I think that I said that right. I think I did. I think I Englished it right. So I will be going through my day that day, and a bit about the email I got or I received after I made my complaint to them. And yeah, let's just start with my day. Let's start with the story time. So I woke up at the convention, put on my cosplay, went to the gym because why not? Why not go to the gym, with cosplay? It was kind of fun. It has been a bit of my dream to actually go gym with cosplay. It was actually kind of fun. I thought it was going to be hell, but, it was like get out. After that, I went back to the convention. It was around 10 when it opened for everyone else. I hung out with friends I don't really get to see that often. I took some photos with two of my friends outside the convention, and we got back. I did some work on my cosplay, makeup wise. After that, we had fun at the convention, meeting friends and spending time together. And then again, two of my friends and I went out to go eat. And afterwards, we took some more photos. Then we went back to the convention and walked around Artist Alley a bit. Later, I went with one of my friends to the sleeping halls and dropped off the camera and some other things. At that point, I was feeling pretty stressed out, so I was wearing a necklace of an animal that means a lot to me. It's something that helped me go through a really tough or difficult time in my life, and I wear it because it helps me calm down. After that, my friend and I were heading back into the convention, and me and my friend talked about playing Just Dance with a couple of other people who were there at the time. So we went to go there and play. While I was on my way there, I saw someone I have difficult history with, and I've been trying my best to avoid that person during the whole convention, but this time I decided to go and play Just Dance anyways, because I'm not gonna let that person just ruin me having fun because they're like close by. It's not like I'm going up to them and say, "Hey, you want to play Just Dance?" Like, no, I would never in my life. Even though I felt a little uneasy about the situation, I worried it might affect my experience, but it actually didn't. So because I blocked it out of my head, I was like, "No, I'm here to play Just Dance. Nothing else." After the first song, I looked around and they were gone. So I kept playing another 2 or 3 songs, rounds, whatever you call them. Then 3 staff members came up to me and said, "We need to talk to you about something." I said, "All right." I went with them into a hallway. They told me that they received a report from another staff member saying they had seen me approach someone and that person had to push me away from them. So I was shocked because I was busy the whole day, and I told them straight up I didn't do it because it didn't happen. In either I lost like half of my I lost some just memory that I don't remember walking up to someone and they pushing me away. I feel like that would be a thing that I would remember strongly, and I don't think I ever would do that. That's weird. Like, what do I receive for that? I don't know. I didn't do it because from my perspective, that didn't happen. And I had friends with me who could support my side of the story, but they said, nah, it's okay. So they genuinely didn't care for, I don't know. I feel like when I was talking to them, they really didn't care like what proof I had. Like I had friends. I literally have the timestamp on my camera. Wait, I can show you. So they said they saw me around 6 and 7, 6, 7. They saw me around 6 and 7. Um, that I that apparently happened, which is wild. But here is the here's the timestamp. Here is me being out taking a photo. Now I know that the the date might be off by like a year or something. But yeah, this picture took around 19 and 26, so it was like at 7 almost. I was like, that was when we were out eating and then taking the last photo shoot. So that was the last photo shoot. I was the last person to take the photos, so that's why it's at 19. But we were out there for like an hour. Uh, well, we literally went out at like 17:40 to go to Subway and eat, and then we went to take photos for like 40, maybe 1 hour, 40 minutes. It doesn't matter. Like we were back at the convention at 20, at like 8. Then yeah, just short. We were back at the convention at 8, so we were gone through 6 and like 7. So I don't understand where they got that thing from. Either they probably, I don't even know. I don't know. I have proof either way. I had I had one friend with me 99% of the time I was at the convention. He would have seen it. I would have seen it. But yeah, whatever. Enough about that. I'll talk about it later. What my view on it is. I asked them directly, "Am I getting kicked out?" And they told me, "No, that's the last thing we want to do." They didn't give me the name of the staff member or the person that was involved, which I guess I understand, but it still made it difficult to understand what exactly was being referred to, because I don't like I. In my head, I was like, did I bump into someone or something? Like, they then asked me how we could solve the situation in a way that works for everyone. I said that from my perspective, it was hard to solve something I didn't feel had happened, but I would do my best to avoid any situation that could cause confusion or concern further on. Like that was literally like what I told them in a nutshell. That this could be solved in some way or some another. Like I could avoid this person that I had in my mind, um, that I've been avoiding. We've been avoiding that person. Like I've been trying, bruh. After that, I asked again what was all this about, and then another concern was brought up, which was weird, involving a necklace I was wearing. Um, so it was the animal necklace. It seemed like that was also a part of what had been reported. So I put the connections together that this could involve the same person. I explained that I could keep it in my pocket if it was such a big deal, and I was told that that would work. So I kept it in my pocket instead of having it around my neck. After that, they said they would keep an eye on me. I agreed because, from my perspective, I hadn't done anything wrong and I was willing to cooperate, because that's what you do in those situations, you cooperate. And that's what I did. They then accompanied me back to where my friends were, sitting at the artist alley, and I explained to my friends a little bit about what happened. Then I was sat there, really like just that someone just said something that just didn't happen. I feel like my friends would see it, and like I asked my friends, did this like happen? They said like, no, what the hell where does this come from? I were literally with you. When did this happen? I also found out after this whole incident, I found out where like when this occurred, which was between 6 and 7. So I didn't know at the time. They didn't tell me which time or place this happened. So just giving you that. About 20 minutes pass after I talked to them and I came to my friends. Two of the same staff members came back and they told me, "We are sorry, but we have to cut your band. You are getting kicked out." At the time, I couldn't believe it because these people told me that's the last thing we want to do. And 20 minutes, it took them 20 minutes to decide that, which I don't know anything about conventions, but I feel like getting kicked out is the last straw. I was honestly devastated. I asked them if they were serious because I felt like a very quick decision based on something from my perspective didn't happen, and they confirmed that the decision was final. That they literally they said, "Hey, there's nothing we can do. The decision was already made." So that was like, okay, well, like, damn, this is how rules be made out here. Shit, I can't complain. I guess I don't own the establishment. I can't complain of what the rule set is, but I didn't. I didn't do anything. What did I do? Like I didn't do anything. It was like I feel like at the time I think I thought like this necklace got me kicked out. Why did I have to wear it? Like it just I don't know. I was stupid of wearing it, I guess. I went back to my friends and I told them what happened, and both the staff and my friends eventually accompanied me to the sleeping hall while I packed my things, and I got a bit of help from the staff that was kicking me out. I won't lie, I was crying at that point. I felt like I had been accused of something I didn't believe I had done, or literally not being at the point where like I didn't do it. I'm trying to say like I don't believe I did it, but I'll be totally honest with you guys. I didn't do anything. I don't care what they say or what their point or what their report is. Their report didn't happen. The only thing that I literally I'm gonna like, you know, I'm getting too deep into this, okay? I just continue the story. God fucking damn. I was not shown any evidence beyond what I was told another staff member had reported seeing it happen. My friends spoke to the staff as well, but they said there's nothing we can do. The decision is already made. I packed my bags, packed my stuff, they cut my band, and boom, I was out to take the last train home, which I was lucky to get to. If I, you know, well, I'm gonna say this: if I lived in Stockholm, you think I'm gonna get there is no train back, guys. There's no train back. Like, oh my god, I would be stranded. I would be stranded if I lived somewhere far, far away. I told them what city I was living in, so maybe that's why. Maybe they just say, "Hey, we can kick him out. He has the last train home." I came home at like 1 a.m. Now that you know my full day, I'm going to go through the email they sent me afterward and talk about it, why I personally disagree with how the situation was handled. Now, the mail was sent as in Swedish, so I translated it in English. So hopefully nothing could be wrong here. I think I read through it and it seemed pretty perfect to the actual Swedish narration or whatever, the Swedish text, whatever. So I'll read it. I'm so bad at reading. God. Hello, my name is Redacted because I can't say that name. I am the host of the Kodachicon event. I have been informed that Antonio's ribbon was cut during this year's convention and that he was therefore forced to leave the convention. The decision was made by the convention management. Since Redacted has also contacted us/me, I am sending this response to her as well. That person that's redacted right there is my mom, because she sent the complaint too. when I told her what happened. So she got basically the same mail. I read the messages you have sent. Mhm. Sure, you have. And spoken to the welfare officer who handled the situation, and with the main officer where we reviewed our documentation. The welfare team was informed by a visitor that experienced that Antonio behaved unpleasantly. An official agreed with the description. Another unrelated official also gives a similar description from the different occasions during the convention. We understand that there is history between this visitor and Antonio, and that you have different descriptions or interpretations of what happened at the convention. There we go. God, that sentence was a fucking nightmare to read for my dyslexia. The convention is a non-profit cultural event, and we can only handle what happens at the convention. The decision to cut Antonio's ribbon was made after the welfare team spoke with Antonio and tried to find a solution where they could coexist during the convention. The welfare team made sure that Antonio had a return trip sorted, tried to help him accompanied him when he was packing, and made sure that someone could then accompany him to the train station. Me and my friends went to this train station together, so yeah, that's true. We understand the decision created frustration for Antonio, obviously, who wanted to attend the convention, obviously, but the decision was made to deal with the situation on site. The decision stands. The association's annual meeting has the opportunity to decide on a further suspension from the association's other activities and from next year's convention, but we will propose that the decision only apply to Kodachicon 2026, i.e. last week's convention. In other words, you are not banned from coming to the next year's convention or other Kodashi activities. We have also decided to refund the ticket. It will be returned to the card that paid for the ticket. Now that you know my day and you know about the mail now, let's just spontaneously talk about this. Let's talk about the first accusation, or you can call it accusation, yeah. On where I went up to a person and that person had to push me away, and that a staff member saw that happen. Now, I don't recall that happening. I don't even, I asked my friends about it. They don't recall that happening. Where that story goes downhill is if you really think about that story. Let me tell you it again. A staff member saw me walk up to someone, and that someone had to push me away from them. And the only person that saw that was that staff member. Okay. Do you guys do you know what a convention is? Like, just tell me one thing about the convention. Just one simple thing. It's a bunch of people going around a convention. A bunch of people. Hundreds, if not thousands of people walk around. But one staff member sees me walk up to someone, and that someone had to push me. Think about that. One person, one staff member saw that happen. So many people walking around, but only one staff member sees it. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. You just have to think about it clearly. And I know this person that this involves, and I won't be telling their name or whatever past we have. We have history. That's all you have to know. And I know that person has. This is kind of like this is the. I'll just say this. That person has friends there that work there. You can puzzle it together. It's not that hard. It's my theory on it. And that just shows really how corrupt that convention is now for me as a person. And that just sucks because these people say, hey, you're not banned for the next convention to go to the next convention. You think I'm gonna spend the money to get there and the money to buy tickets there if I'm gonna go there and you guys will kick me out again the same way? I couldn't tell you guys anything more than I did to fix the situation. I took my necklace off, put it in my pocket. I told you guys, hey, this could be solved. This maybe got confused with something. Like, literally, just keep an eye on me. Film if you have to. Like, I would rather want you filming a situation that, like, if this happened, film it. Because that's a hard case proof of what actually happened. Give me some decent evidence on how this happened, where it happened, at the time it happened. You didn't give me those, by the way. I had to ask for them. And that just shows how flipped up this is. And it just really shows how is the thing about this mail, right? We can just jump back into the mail. Just one sentence and like 3 words. The decision stands. The decision stands. You know what that means, right? When the decision stands, that means what happened and what was done to the situation is valid to these people. I'm telling you again, these people thought it was totally perfect to kick me out. The decision stands. And that just pisses me off because I thought complaining about this and giving the actual story would like make them think, oh, this was wrong. This was not right. This was not treated right. The last thing we should have done is is to cut his band. We should have given him a warning. We should have looked upon the situation and see if it happened any further or anything. Get more evidence on it so we could hard proof that it actually happened. No, you just straight up ban, like literally straight up cut my band. In other conventions, maybe this is like normal in conventions, but I feel like genuinely like this is really awful. This is a really awful way to do it. And they should, like, this is why I wanted it to not be the decision stance. I wanted the decision to be changed for further action. I want this to not happen to anyone again. But apparently these people don't care what happened. They don't see what happened, anything that was wrong there. So that just hurts to hear. It may be the only way because these guys are a company and maybe like generally I'm saying this from my words and my words only. Maybe you just don't care. Maybe you just don't care about the people that come to your conventions and want to have fun at your convention. Maybe you just don't care. And that's fine. You can do that. It's not like but the thing is I'm not going to support that. I'm not going to say nice things about this convention cuz you are treating it so awful to where you can literally go to if my friend starts working there as like a staff member, I could literally go up to him and say, hey, can you tell this about this guy so he gets kicked out? That's how easy it is. It's really corrupt. It's really like, okay, him there, he did that thing to me. Oh, do you have any proof? No, I don't need proof. I can tell them what's wrong and what can change to make it better, but they don't listen. What was the point? There's no point of telling them something when they don't want to change. The decision stands. I want to go through another sentence on the email. I've read the messages you have sent. No, you haven't. If you actually read the message, you would understand what literally happened to me. And you would see something there is wrong. Because I think anyone that would read that message I sent to you would think, hey, this is something like this feels not like this has to change in some ways because this got treated really unfairly for the person involved. Now that you said the decision was final, or the decision stands, so I see how your brain works, so it just doesn't look like, where do I go? And also this sentence here: the welfare team was the welfare team was informed by a visitor that experienced that Antonio behaved unpleasantly. Behaved unpleasantly. See, I know this. I know who this person really like. Like I said, I know who this person involves, and I feel like, how could you behave unpleasantly to someone you don't want to walk up to, someone you don't want to see, someone you try and avoid the best as you can? How can you, like, is there, like, how do I behave unpleasantly? The only thing I can really think about, at the top of my dome, is that I looked at the direction of that person. I was like, so this is how I go. I'll be like, hey, I'm walking around, the convention. Oh, up, that person's there. Up, don't go there. Just walk by. Just walk the other way. That's it. You know what is unpleasant? What is behaved unpleasantly is if I do this. That is unpleasantly. That is unpleasant. That's unpleasant, to stare someone down like, I know you got them cookies, right? I know you got them. And I want them. Like, that's unpleasantly. Not this. Like, that's the only thing, but that's the thing. If that visitor experienced that as behaved unpleasantly, can you walk in the city? Like, can you walk outside? Because people look at me all the time like, oh, look at his hair. Look how dumb he looks. Like, that can't be behaved unpleasantly. There has to be something else. And I think either it's the necklace, because that's the only truth that could be literally set to the actual side where truth is. Yeah, I had that necklace on. I took it away. I didn't know it was such a big problem, but I took it away. I fixed the problem. So easy. But I think this occurs to the experience behaved unpleasantly, goes to but that's the thing. Walked up to someone and they had to push me away. That is unpleasant. But the thing is, it didn't happen. Oh, if you are terrified of a person, if you don't want to walk up to a person, if you don't even want to see a person, would you walk up to them? No. In world, that doesn't go together. And that's what I've been trying really to say to them. I told them, I'm scared of this person. Why would this involve this person? It doesn't make sense. And I can't see their point. The person I'm apparently walking up to, now that I know who this involves, I'm terrified of. Why? Walking up to a person. What purpose do I get? What reward do I get for walking up to a person? And what reward do I get for walking up to a person that I'm terrified of? That I don't want to see? That I try my best to avoid throughout the convention? And I want nothing from? Why would I take my shot to walk up to that person? Tell me that. How? Like, just tell me how that makes sense. Just give me anything. Just tell me. Sure, a staff could have seen it happen. They could have seen it happen. But the thing is, that fucking story doesn't make sense when there's people everywhere. Witnesses should be there. Witnesses should be there. Witnesses should be on my friend. Witnesses should be on me. I should be a witness to this. But I didn't see it happen. My friends didn't see it happen. Everyone else didn't see it happen, but one person did. And you know what that person is? That person is probably the best fucking friend of that. I'm getting... That person have friends that work there. It's corrupt. Yeah, it's f***ed. But, like, it happened. and it worked, congratulations. I'm gonna give you a clap for that, because god damn, you went lengths. You went lengths to get me kicked out. Amazing. I'm genuinely like, I'm applaud you, because like, holy crap. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's just like, you know, I have my theories. I kind of know it. Like, it's just not that hard for me to understand, but I get it. From their eyes, it doesn't make sense what I'm trying to tell them. If I see a pixel or even a molecule of that person, I'm running the other fucking way. I ain't fighting it. Hell no. I'm running the other way, because I can't be anywhere. Like, I can't do the Just Dance thing ever again. Like, okay, he played Just Dance. He looked funny. Is that a problem? He wore a necklace. That's a problem? Like, come on, guys. Where are we going? Where is this going, guys? It's unfair. That's it all goes down to where it's unfair. Also, the 20 minutes thing, like the 20 minutes later, it takes you 20 minutes to make that decision to kick me out. By the way, you tell me, hey, that's the last thing we want to do is to kick you out. When I ask, are you guys going to kick me out? Took you 20 minutes. 20 minutes to make that decision. I feel like there's something behind there. There's something behind to this convention. There's something there. And I can't put my finger on it. I can put my hand on it, but I can't put my finger on it. How this just went down. I just can't, because I try and give them, I literally give them everything. I tell them, hey, I can try and avoid this person even more than I'm trying to right now. And I can take my necklace off. Doesn't that solve those situations? But no, I didn't get the chance to really I didn't get the chance to do it. Show you. And you didn't have the evidence, the hard proof that this went down. You had staff members see it. I get also trusting your staff. Totally valid. Makes sense. Trust your staff. But, like, take your background check. Background check that staff member. How much? Like, they don't care. They just say, oh, staff is already right. If the staff sees a flying lion, you will believe that. It's like, it goes word on word. Words on word should lead to nothing. Should lead to nothing. But no, because you guys are not impartial. I think that's what the word is. You guys are not impartial. So you just pick the side. You guys are not neutral, is what I'm trying to say. You guys are not neutral. And to say, hey, this side, this side. You just say, this is my side, and this is the other person's side. My side out the window. This side is the only thing that tells everything. Why? Like, let's just say this. This happened. And I'll be like, okay, that didn't happen. Words on words cancel each other out. And if this happened, and I'm confirming, yeah, this did happen, then yes, take that. Then you can take that thing. And I will be cold-heartedly honest. And I think my friends would be cold-heartedly honest with me too. But the thing is, word on word, it shouldn't lead. It shouldn't lead to punishment, because the other thing is, it's bias. You're being biased. At the end of the day, you're being biased. You're not being neutral. You're not being impartial. That's the thing. That I'm and that's okay to say. It's okay. Like, it's not okay to be impartial, but it's in this situation, I feel like you did what you did. Change it. Don't go down the route and say this wasn't wrong, or anywhere this didn't go wrong, because this, I'm sorry, this probably like, I don't know if this happened to anyone else, and if this is okay according to the convention. Like, if you're a convention leader or anything, please tell me. Maybe I'm just crazy. I think I may be just crazy that this is how they treat people, and this is how they kick out people. Maybe this is how they conventions do. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just crazy. I think this is totally absurd. This is not okay. It's not okay. When something happens, I'm truthful about it. That's why I say with this necklace thing, I'm truthful. I say, I wore this necklace. I'm so sorry. I will put it back. Fix the situation there. The other thing, I don't think I even can fix, because the thing is, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You did. I didn't. Word on word again. I didn't. And I will be honest, if I did. If I cold-heartedly did. But the thing is, it doesn't make sense for a person that doesn't, like I said before, for a person that is scared and terrified of this person. Why would I walk up? Where is the reward I get? There's nothing I gain. I gain nothing. You gain nothing, sir. Isn't that like a Willy Wonka reference?
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
This is getting treated like it's some just a piece of paper. When this destroyed my days, well, it destroyed my whole week, because I was there to have fun with people, and I was there to meet friends that I genuinely don't see often. Like, there's only one friend I have there that lives in my city. 99% of people there, I don't get to meet often. I didn't get to enjoy my convention. I didn't get to see my friend perform on stage. I didn't get to pick up my commission. I didn't get to check out the whole artist alley or any other store, because I was out so like almost half the day taking photos and eating. So I didn't get to do those things because you kicked me out the first day. And that, it hurt me so much. More than you think. It hurt my friends too, because I wasn't there. They were upset, they were sad. And just getting this mail hurt so much too, because it's so devastating to see that they don't think they did wrong. They don't think any line, anything there was done wrong. It was perfectly done. It was valid according to these people, which hurts, because I thought it was the most unvalid thing ever. And it sucks. It sucks. But there's nothing you can do. Sadly, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing I can do. I'm telling you my story. I'm telling you what my thoughts are on the situation, where it should just be fixed. Put pressure, put effort into this. Put effort into your staff. Put effort into something to fix this from never happening again. But this is their own company. They can do whatever they want. You can kick out anyone you want. I'm not saying you can't kick me out, but for the things you're kicking me out for, it just doesn't make sense. For what I'm telling you, for what I'm trying to tell you, making that decision in 20 minutes just grinds my gears. That just 20 minutes. It took you guys 20 minutes, not hours. 20 minutes to make that decision on final kick him out. No yellow card, no warning, no nothing. Just straight up kick out. Because of a staff member seeing me walking up to someone, and that someone had to push me away, which didn't happen. I don't recall that happening. And for over a necklace that I told you, yeah, it did. That is truth. I had the necklace. Not lying about that. I wouldn't lie about this. The thing is, I wouldn't lie either about me walking up to someone and them pushing me away. I wouldn't lie about that. If it happened, I wouldn't lie. But the thing is, I'm trying to tell you how, like I said, how would it happen? It hurts more than me. It hurts me more than to benefit me. Why would I do it? Why would I walk up to a knife and let it stab me? That it just like, it's like me putting my hand in hot oil. Where do I burn my hand? Is that a reward? No. Now I'm even scared to go to the next convention because this happened. I'm scared to go to the next convention because that person is gonna be there and just ruin my whole con. And that sucks that that has to happen. It shouldn't be like that. There should be regulations. There should be things to go through before you make these harsh decisions. But you didn't. You let me talk to people that didn't accept anything I said or didn't accept anything what I have to say. Didn't give me any word. And I walked away. 20 minutes later, I'm out. That's no. That is totally just unfair and not okay. I've been to Kodachicon before. Here's a Kodachicon 2023. And here is Kodachicon 2025. I didn't go to 2024 because I was sick. And here is the band that was cut. The only band I've gotten from Kodachicon that was cut, by the way. This took a lot of oil and soap. But this one was cut. The 2026. There it is. And yeah, it's a reminder of how I didn't get to really be there and have fun there. So this is a reminder of something horrible happened. And that shouldn't be a convention. Everything that comes out of convention should be fun and nothing like this. This is trash. Like I generally don't care for it. Because these conventions, these conventions I went to at Kodachicon, these matter. And these are something I want to hold close to because these matter. That convention, I was kicked out before I could do anything with that. And I wanted it really to be a fun experience. But you guys don't care about that. And that's okay. And, you know, I'm accepting it. You guys don't care. And that's sad. But what can I do? I can't do anything. I just hope this video reaches out for people that have gone through this, and I hope this can help people, because if you get kicked out wrongfully and if you just get kicked out without doing anything, think about, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Good. If you did something, you got kicked out, that's on you. But if you didn't, you got kicked out, that's on them. And that's on them to fix them. I'll end this video with just a direct saying to these people. Please. And I'm really like saying please. I'm begging here. Fix this problem. Because I don't want this to happen to anyone else. I don't want this to happen to me again. I want to go to the convention and have fun with my friends. That's all I want. And I think that's what everyone wants to do. No one wants to go there to start trouble. There's no reward in that. Do double check, do triple checks, do quadruple checks before you kick out someone. Is my advice to you. You probably won't take it, but at least you listened. And I'm happy that I could give that word. And to my friends, I'm sorry that I couldn't be there. I wanna speak to this person that done the report about the necklace and everything. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I'm speaking from my heart. I don't want nothing to do with you. You probably want nothing to do with me. Leave me alone. I'm gonna just say this like Joey Swole, I think. You need to do better. Mind your own business. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this brings out something. Please comment of your experiences and tell me also if I'm crazy that this apparently is okay. If you think this was okay, if this was treated perfectly fine, comment, please. I want to know your view on it and how you think it would be this is right. And if you don't think it's right, comment too. And also, if you had experiences about this, comment that too. So please. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm leaving it here. Yeah, that's it. Fuck. Yeah. Well, nothing else. The decision stands. The decision